With the Attack on Titan manga being over and season 4 officially on break, I think it's time we go down memory lane and let's watch some Attack on Titan.
なんかすっげえ長い夢を見てた気がするんだけど、なんだったっけ、思い出せね
エレン、どうして泣いてるの？
This scene hits a little bit different now that we know both sides, that this is not just Aaron's dream but Mikasa's dream, their shared dream of them running away with each other, spending his last 4 years together alone in solitude. And it's kind of cool because obviously we know they didn't get their happy ending, they're the ones who got the bittersweet ending, but since past transcends time, that they actually got to spend at least 4 years together before Aaron was killed. And also, I don't know about you guys might call me a heartless monster for this, but like in every anime that I've seen, whenever a character dies, the first thing that comes to my mind whenever I see them on screen, I'm like, oh, that ninja's dead. Like, yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know why. It happened to Hanji, it happened with Sasha, it happened with Porco. Like when I saw them, I was like, oh, they're dead. And it always happens whenever they pop up. The first thing in my head is that, call me a heartless monster, I'm sorry, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to give Eren 100% of the blame here, because if Eren, Bertold, and Reiner, they didn't break the wall and mess with people's so-called peace, then, you know, Eren wouldn't have to direct Dinah's attention over to somewhere else. So, did Eren cause his mother to die? Yes, indirectly. He was still played a part in it. And it sucks that he lived his entire life seeking vengeance for his mother, just for him to find out that he indirectly caused her to be killed. And seeing the scene, knowing that Eren did it, you're like, whoa, like it hits a little bit different.
いいだろ、ほっとけよ。
熱くなるとすぐ衝動的に行動する。
またそれか。そんなことよりお前、髪長すぎやしねえか。立体軌道の訓練で事故になるかもしれんぞ。
わかった。切ろう。
If you guys don't want to hear my story about this, you guys can skip ahead. I'll have the timestamp on screen. But the reason why I want to talk about this is because what happened in chapter 139. I want you guys to take this with a grain of salt, and I want you guys to take it however you see fit. I just want to specify in saying that. But if you guys didn't know, I have two sisters. One is 19, the other one's the same age as me. We're twins, she is 17. Not once in my entire life have I cared, or have they asked me, or have they cared how they did their hair, how they should get their hair done, what the length should be, etc. And then I had a friend, I was going to drop her name, but I don't want to do that. We're going to call her the girl in this situation. Her name is going to be Summer, alright? So me and Summer, we were on the phone during Christmas break, and she was talking about her hair, and I didn't really care. So she was all like, should I keep it long or should I cut it short? She said she really was thinking about cutting it short. And I was like, no, you should keep your hair long. And then she was like, I'll think about it. And then a week later, we come back from Christmas break. It is second semester, and I see her in the hallway, and her hair was long. And I was like, oh, okay, so she decided to keep her hair long. And then a year later, I realized that I had liked her, and that I realized that I had liked long hair, so that's why I told her to keep her hair long. But it didn't work out, so I mean, that's not what the point of the story is, but I'm getting there, alright? Just bear with me. As we know, Jean and Mikasa, they were talking in the middle of the dining hall or whatever, and Eren, he had left first. And as we know, that Eren and Mikasa, after their Jean and Mikasa's conversation, they were walking side by side. And so that would mean that Eren, he didn't continue walking and he waited for her out the door, meaning that he was still in earshot of what they were talking about. And Mika says she's a little bit thirsty, but it's not like she's thirsty where she's in the Sahara Desert looking for an oasis, some water. No, she can drink her spit a little bit. She wasn't all like, Eren, mate. Like, no, she's not that thirsty. She kept that same short haircut from like season 1 to season 3. And then after the time skip, she didn't see him for what, like 9 months, and her hair was as short as it ever been in the series. So not seeing him for what, 9 months, and her hair being the shortest it's ever been, where Eren has been the only one to say that she should cut her hair. Let's put 2 and 2 together. And I don't know about you guys, but back in my younger days, I would try to change my appearance, my hair, my clothes, even the way I smelled, like cologne and stuff, to try to impress a female, which is really dumb. But I used to do that, so I'm just saying maybe she did it like trying to impress him. And also, now that he's dead, she has nobody to tell her that she should cut her hair because, well, it's the longest he's ever been. And I don't think somebody from the dead can tell her that.
なんだよ。ほら、早く帰ろうぜ。俺たちの家に。
ごめんなさいエレン。私はもう諦めない。二度と諦めない。死んでしまったらもうあなたのことを思い出すことさえできない。
This scene right here is why I tell people she will move on from him, just not in a romantic setting with another ninja. And I don't understand why people are saying that she has to get with somebody else to move on. I hope people do realize just because you don't get in another relationship, that does not mean you haven't moved on. The reason why she didn't give up here is because she said if she gave up on her life, then she wouldn't be able to remember all the good times and basically be able to remember Eren for as long as she lives. And chapter 138 proves that she's not going to ever move on from him, because when he tells her himself, now granted, I don't know if you guys know the saying, but if you love somebody so much, you should let them go. Obviously, Eren doesn't want her to move on with another person, but he said he just wants her to be happy. So Eren himself told her, forget about me and move on. And without even hesitation, you know what she said? She said, no, I can't. And she won't. And so she wrapped the scarf around her tighter than it's ever been. And why is the scarf important? Well, we know what it means. Her and Eren's love together, the string of fate, family, all that fun jazz. And not just they know what's important about it, but Jean, Armin, Luis, and Annie, and other people know what the scarf means to them. And my thing is, if she was going to move on from him, then she would have either buried the scarf next to his grave or would have wrapped it around his tombstone or something like that. I feel like for me, like that scarf kind of would represent something like a wedding ring. If I were to give a girl a wedding ring, we were supposed to be engaged, but then I ended up dying. Well, unless she takes off that ring, she's never going to move on with another person. And Mikasa, she's never taken off that scarf. The only time she ever took it off in the first place was because she thought Eren didn't love her, didn't care about her, hated her. And other than that, she never took it off. So I don't understand why people are saying she has to move on with another ninja in order to be truly happy.
私はただそばにいるだけでいいのに。それだけなのに。
これからもずっと俺が何度でも。
I'm not crying, you know. You guys are not me.
人類を救うのは俺でも団長でもないアルミンだ。そうだろミカサ。
I mean, technically, is he humanity's savior? He killed Eren Yeager, but like, they pulled their guns out on those ninjas like it was nothing. And Paradis and the world, they're still at war where they're still trying to take out the people of Paradis. Like, is that really him being humanity's savior? Because, well, 3 years have passed and nothing really has changed. It's seemingly equally as bad. So I don't know.
ああ向こうにいる敵全部殺せば俺たち自由になれるのか。
When you actually take your time and think about this scene, it's actually really depressing because this was the calm before the storm. Eren seen his death, he's seen Sasha's death, Maybe not actually. I don't know, but he's seen a lot of death. He's seen the rumbling. He's seen it all, right? And so this is the last time that everybody's so-called peace. He's like, well, if we kill all our enemies, will we be able to finally be free? And so all this is right before, I guess, everybody in this scene is truly happy and truly at peace right before they are at war. They fight Marley, the Hizuru clan, I think that's what it's called. We also see Aaron's death and then the rumbling. So, like, I understand why Aaron was emo in this situation and depressed, but at the same time, let my ninjas be happy for once in their life, okay?
ミカサやアルミン、みんなを救いたいなら使命を全うしろ。ミカサ？アルミン？誰のことだ？さあ、わからない。
I mean, hey, you might not be alive, but you fulfilled your duty. Armin and Mikasa, they're safe. They're alive. Mad respect, bro. Devote my heart to you.
俺は進み続ける。敵を駆逐するまで。パラディ島勢力へ宣戦布告を。
Here's my thing. Don't declare war if you're not ready for the outcome. If you're not prepared to be killed, then you shouldn't be killing people. That's like putting your foot on a tiger's neck, and then when you let it up, well, what the heck do you think's going to happen? The tiger's going to attack you. And I just gotta say, I'm not a Jaegerist, but aside from him turning against his friends, I think everything Aaron did was justified, and I'll leave it at that.
俺はガキの頃からずっとミカサ、お前が大嫌いだった。
Alright, listen here, Aaron. I know you just did it because you love and you care about her and you wanted her to be set free so that she wouldn't feel guilty about having to kill you and all. I understand that, but Aaron, that was so uncalled for, man. Like, she has been your #1 ride or die supporter since day one. And that you called her cattle, you called her a slave, an animal? Like, dog, that made my heart hurt hearing those words the first time that I saw it. Like, come on. Like, you really wanted your final words, your final interaction with her being that I've hated you? Like, Aaron, I know you're on your Itachi-ish and that you're doing it for the greater good, but like, come on, she's been and is probably the nicest and most selfless character in the series. And you're dead now, so like she's gonna feel a little bit some regret for the rest of her life. I mean, granted, she did get closure, but come on, Aaron, I needed you to do a little bit better in that scene. I just want to come out and say, no matter how you guys felt about the manga, depressed, sad, happy, whatever, this video is just for me to help my fellow manga readers get through their sadness or however they feel, make them feel better about the ending of Attack on Titan. I just want to say, Hajime Isayama, I want to appreciate you and thank you for all the hard work that you put in for all your 11 years. Attack on Titan will always be one of my favorites, and it truly is a masterpiece. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. It's on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential. With the Attack on Titan manga being over and season 4 is on break, I think it's time that we should go down memory lane. Memory lane? What the heck? She wasn't like, Eden, mate. Sprint off. Well, I messed up. I didn't mean it. Oh, man, I didn't mean to hit it that hard. Man, get the fuck out of here. Alright, it is 4:34. I don't want people to be on like, oh, he is faking this. Alright, you guys see the time right there, alright? Hopefully it focuses. Alright, it's 4:34. I'm starting the timer. Alright? And we're gonna see how long it takes me to fake some tears, alright? Took me, let's see, it took me shave like 30 seconds off of that. It took me like dang near 10 minutes to finally shed some tears.